Good evening. The state television company Western Armenia represents the most important events of these days. Today's broadcast: Sides of Western Armenia, a hidden paradise in the mountains. Artsakh, legal force of the agreements of 1994 to 1995. Tumo will soon operate in Akhalkalaki. Freedom House report addresses post-war democracy level in Armenia. The al-Assad military base used by US troops in Iraq was shelled. 170 US lawmakers urged Biden administration to push Turkey on rights. The Mashtots Matenadaran was founded in Yerevan on March 3, 1959. Interview with Mari Barseghyan-Khanjyan. The Pulumur Valley, located in the province of Dersim, Western Armenia, is remarkable for all seasons with its natural beauty and wildlife. These days, when the air temperature has risen, the snow has melted in a part of the valley, causing the flow of Cherton waterfall. The view of Cherton waterfall, which falls from a height of about 30 meters, becomes even more beautiful along with the wild goats gathered to drink water. Wild goats are taken under special protection in this region. If you have the opportunity and want to enjoy the beauty of nature, then this is the place you are looking for. The agreement signed by Azerbaijan, Artsakh and Armenia on May 12, 1994, and the agreement signed on February 4, 1995, are indefinite and remain legally mandatory. Azerbaijan, that is the state that violates these international agreements, must be held accountable. It is necessary to restore the status quo ante bellum, that is the situation that existed before the war. It is necessary to restore the territorial integrity of the Artsakh Republic. The full ceasefire agreement and the agreement on military operations and strengthening the ceasefire regime signed on May 12, 1994 by the Republic of Azerbaijan, the Republic of Artsakh and the Republic of Armenia, and the agreement of February 4, 1995 is indefinite and remains legally mandatory. These two formal agreements have the force of international contracts. The full article is available on our website. The Tumo Center for Creative Technologies will be operating in Akhalkalaki from April. Facebook page of Tumo informs. Tumo goes to Javakh. Thanks to the cooperation between the Javakh branch of the Armenian Relief Society and Tumo, the youth of Akhalkalaki, Georgia, will soon have the opportunity to master the 14 education areas of the Tumo educational program. Javakh teens will start self-education there before heading to Tumo Gyumri for workshops. Renovation of the space will be completed in the coming weeks, and about 160 young people will be able to start learning in April of this year. Future Javakh Tumoyans will look forward to meeting you soon, writes the center. As we learned from the Georgian office of the Armenian Relief Society, the area for Tumo will be provided in the Youth Center building, which is currently being renovated. Freedom House presented its Freedom in the World 2021 Democracy Under Siege report, where Armenia is ranked 55th in 100. Last year, Armenia's ranking was 53. As reported by Armen Press, the report states that Azerbaijan started a war in Nagorno-Karabakh, involving authoritarian Turkey, reducing the opportunities for reform in Armenia, and promoting the reversal of democratic norms through the use of force. The report states, in addition to strengthening the rule of Azerbaijan's authoritarian president Ilham Aliyev, the conflict threatens to destabilize the government in Armenia. A rare bright spot in a region replete with deeply entrenched authoritarian leaders, Armenia has experienced tentative gains in freedom since mass anti-government protests erupted in 2018 and citizens voted in a more reform-minded government, it said. The al-Assad military base in the province of Anbar, Iraq, used by the US military, came under rocket fire. Al Jazeera reported on March 3, citing Iraqi sources in the field of security. Armen Press reports. According to the channel, 10 rockets fell not far from the base of the international coalition troops. Other details of the incident are being clarified, TESS reported. 170 members of the U.S. House of Representatives signed a bipartisan letter sent to Secretary of State Antony Blinken urging President Joe Biden's administration to address troubling human rights issues as it formulates policy for dealings with Turkey, Armen Press reports. As the Biden administration shapes its foreign policy towards Turkey, we ask you to pay attention to the alarming human rights abuses that took place under President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. President Erdogan and his party have used their 20 years in power to weaken Turkish judiciary, suppress free speech and the free press, and imprison political opponents, journalists, and members of national minorities, the letter says. Members of the House of Representatives noted that more than 80,000 Turkish citizens have been imprisoned or detained since 2016 and that more than 1,500 NGOs have been shut down. The Mashtots Matenadaran was founded in Yerevan on March 3. The Mashtots Matenadaran, one of the richest centers in the world for the preservation of documents and manuscripts, was founded in Yerevan on March 3, 1959. Here is one of the largest collections of manuscripts and medieval books in the world. About 23,000 manuscripts, charms, fragments, and 300,000 archival documents are kept here. It is the largest repository of Armenian manuscripts. It was established in 1921 on the basis of the Matenadaran of Echmiadzin, established in the 5th century, and was the first scientific research institution in Armenia. Formerly, it was called the Cultural Historical Institute. Matenadaran was registered in the UNESCO 1997 World Heritage List. It is now considered one of the most important places for the preservation and development of national memory. On Western Armenia TV, writer-publicist Mari Barseghyan-Khanjyan presented the importance of the pure preservation and development of the Armenian language, touched upon the pleasant melody of the Armenian language and the sound system. She referred to the geniuses of philosophical thought, David Anhagt and Shirakazi, who began to write on the basis of a language developed over the centuries. The state language, the classical language in which literature was written, was lost, became a written language. It stopped being used as a colloquial language. Then the dialects appeared, which began to be used in public. She spoke about high-ranking state officials, deputies, ministers, etc., who must pass an Armenian language test before taking office, regardless whether they are Armenians or a national minority. Now I present you Lachini Manan by Akunk Ensemble. The full version is available on the official website of Western Armenia TV. This was all for today. Goodbye.